Let's make a delicious pie crust together. So you're going to take 2 sticks of very cold butter, not frozen, but I do put it in the coldest part of my fridge so that it's pretty almost frozen. And then I cut it into small pieces. I just usually split my butter 3 times and then start going crossways and cutting it. And then you want to keep that butter in the fridge until you are ready to use it. This is going to help your pie crust to stay and be flaky and very good. So this helps with that. So then you're going to take a mixing bowl, a pastry cutter, a little salt, and 2 1/4 cups of flour. This will make 2 pie crusts. You're also going to need a glass of ice water and 2 pie plates. So I dump my flour in my mixing bowl. I get my cold butter from the fridge. And I just start putting those little pieces of butter in that flour. Now I do mine one at a time, and then I shake it around and make sure it gets covered in flour. I don't know if this is the only way to do it. It's just the way I do it. And it works well for me. So I just keep putting pieces in there and shaking that flour around. Until they are all incorporated. I take my pastry cutter and I start working that butter into that flour. Now I'm going to put 2 pinches of salt. I'm very careful not to put more than 2 little smidgy pinches in there. Get your ice water. And the recipe I use, I never use more than 10 tablespoons, but I don't put all 10 in at the same time because I don't want to get it too wet. So I usually start out with 5 tablespoons of very cold water. This is going to help keep your butter cold in that flour. You are trying to produce a buttery, flaky crust. So I'm going to put 3 more tablespoons of ice water. And I'm just going to start working it with my hands. I'm adding 2 more tablespoons of ice water. You want almost no dry ingredients left. But you don't want it to be like wet. So you're going to work it into a ball. Get all those ingredients, dry ingredients left in the bowl, and then work them into that ball. You're going to clean your space very well. I don't have a parchment mat, so I just sanitize and clean my countertop and use it. Spread out some flour. So remember, this is going to make 2 pie crusts. So once you have it worked into your ball, you want to cut it in half. Just take a big knife and just cut it down the middle. Then you take that half and work it into a ball. Sprinkle a little flour on top. Get your rolling pin and get to rolling. Put it in a pie plate. You can leave it like that, or sometimes I take a fork and go around the edges just to make it look pretty. Sometimes I curl them, sometimes I do nothing.